Hare Krishna, Dhanasnam Prabhuji. Om Shri Shri Guru Gaurang Jayate. Om Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruvai Namah. Jai 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 Radha Raman, Jai Jai Naval Kishore, Jai Gopi Chit Chor Prabhu, Jai Jai Makhan Chor. राधे तू बड़ भागनी कौन तपस्या की तीन लोक त्रिभुवन पति सो तेरो आदि जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जनवल. I have no qualification to glorify Gurudev, but with the mercy of Vaishnavas and Shri Guru, I will try to glorify my Gurudev. Two years before, I met Shyam Prabhu in 2020. And this was via a Zoom meeting. So I had the opportunity to hear many glorifications of Gurudev at that time. So Srila Gurudev reached Delhi Janakpuri in 2020, and that's when I had got Harinam. At that time, I left my home with the objective of meeting Gurudev and having the opportunity to receive Harinam from him. Gurudev was doing Harikatha in Sri Raman Vihari Gauriya Math, and my son suddenly called at that time. My son told me that his results have been announced for his BTEC first year. And he achieved very good results. At that time, I was thinking, I want to speak a few verses. what we have with us, we are unable to know the true value of. Gurudev, in everyone's hearts, Gurudev is trying to light the knowledge of light in our hearts. Just as the sun, without any discrimination, gives light to everyone, in the same way, Gurudev is giving his mercy. So when Gurudev used to meet me, he used to ask me, "How are you?" And I used to say, "It's all your blessing." So time went by, 1 year passed since I took Harinam. And Ramni Didi and Sham Prabhu were encouraging me to take Diksha from Gurudev. Gurudev asked me, "Are you ready for Diksha or not?" And I said, "If my container is clean, then pour the milk into it, please." So there was Harikatha happening in Raman Vihari Gauriya Mutt. I don't remember the date. Anyhow, Gurudev asked me to come in the morning to take Diksha, but I was unable to reach there. I was very disappointed about that. And then again, we requested from Gurudev to take Diksha. So me and my wife took Diksha at the same time. Gurudev always takes care of his disciples. If for some reason, if someone is not able to come in the Harikatha, he is always asking about them. He offers respect and affection to everyone equally. I'm very grateful to Sham Prabhuji, Ramni Didi, Sudevi Didi, and many others that I am able to embark on this spiritual journey. Gurudev is bestowing mercy upon everyone, and you all serve Gurudev very beautifully, without any deception or hypocrisy. It's so fortunate that we have had the opportunity to meet such a saintly personality. And now Radharani Devi Dasi will be speaking. I offer my obeisances to Gurudev. I offer my obeisance to Sham Prabhu. Kanchan Pravadidi is my Patpadarshak Guru, who has taken me to the absolute truth and has taken me to such a Sadguru. I haven't been a disciple for a long time. I was initiated 1.5 years ago. My obeisances to Swati Didi. I want to glorify Gurudev by singing a bhajan. want to offer my Dandavat Pranam unto the lotus feet of my Srila Gurudev again and again. I hope that my body, mind, intelligence, actions, and of my family members as well will always be dedicated in the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev. Gurudev is of a very simple nature. He is not impartial to who is junior, who is senior. He loves everyone, or he gives affection to everyone in an equal way. When Gurudev gave me Harinam, he said to my husband, do Harinam twice in the morning and twice in the evening. I I wanted to ask my husband how did you find Gurudev? And my husband said that Gurudev is very honest of heart, and he is one who transforms people's hearts in a miraculous way. And in this way, he changed the heart of my husband as well. My husband is saying, I have showed so much love and affection for Gurudev. He has a desire to give in his resignation. My husband has so much love and affection for Gurudev, and I see how he lives in separation from him. And I pray that I can have the same love and affection as my husband for my Gurudev. I used to do a lot of worship before, but by the favor that has been bestowed upon me by Kanchan Prabha Didi is incomparable. So first of all, I went to the Mutt in 2021. I saw the Abhishek of Sri Krishna at the time of Janmashtami. And at that time, I wished to be fully dedicated in the lotus feet of Shri Radha Rama Vihari. On 16 September, my husband had an accident. But I had no effort or any kind of confidence to go by myself, to go and see my husband. I phoned Ramni Didi, and it was only because of the mercy of Gurudev that I was able to come to the mutt by rickshaw. My third experience is that when my husband had his accident, I had heard in stories that Gurudev said that one who has Harinam and Diksha, that 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 person never has a tragic end or untimely death. And so I had the confidence that nothing bad will happen. At that time, my Gurudev was there to give me confidence. I was giving Dakshina to Gurudev, but Gurudev was not taking the Dakshina. And Suchitra Didi said, don't be stubborn, just keep it by yourself. And the only money that I had in my wallet was the money that Gurudev did not take. Because Gurudev ultimately knew that she will need to go by rickshaw and she doesn't have anything with her at this time. Everyone in the family have now become devotees, and this is the greatest mercy that we have received. And I offer my Dandavat Pranams to Swati Didi and to Sham Prabhu. And in the lotus feet of Srila Gurudeva and in the lotus feet of Sri Radha Raman Vihari. Your glorifications have been very beautiful. This kirtan which you sang is true. That when we meet Gurudev, we have no doubts left in us anymore because he destroys them all. although he is Uttamadikari, he is coming amongst us, and he is destroying all the doubts and paranoia from everyone. All the symptoms that were described by Didi completely describe Gurudev in a perfect way. Kanchan Prabha is making a great effort to join people with Gurudev, and offer my Dandavat Pranam to her. The beautiful offerings that have been offered by devotees is a very beautiful endeavor by everyone, and Gurudev is giving us the confidence that he is always with us. All the offerings are very beautiful, and they have melted our hearts. Now I will request Hari. I just wanted to do an announcement. All of us who are gathered here to glorify Gurudev, this endeavor started on the 16th of December, from the time of Gurudev's Vyasa Puja, and now on the 2nd of January there is going to be a celebration of Gurudev's Vyasa Puja as well. So please, could everyone attend, contribute, serve with body, mind and heart. We will celebrate Gurudev's Vyasa Puja under the shelter of Sri Guru and Vaishnavas. Everyone is welcome to attend. My humble obeisances to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. From a spiritual point of view, I'm speaking for the first time. If there's any error from myself, then please all forgive me. I'm not qualified to speak, but Shyam Prabhu requested me to speak, so therefore I will try to speak something little. Before meeting Gurudev, I had faith in the demigods, gods and goddesses, and during my marriage, my wife always used to do worship of the demigods and demigoddesses. Just as a train is joined together, I was like the gully of that train. I had so many questions about spirituality that I had all of these questions filled up in a bag, and I carried this bag until 2021. I used to have a schedule of what ceremonies and which festivals I was going to perform, and that's how my life used to go very nicely. But I didn't have any satisfaction within myself because the answers of my questions, were unanswered. I was going forward in life with the happiness of my family. I was very upset at that time. I was not getting my answers from anywhere, from any temples or any other institutions. But in 2021, I don't know what happened. First of all, I have no words for Kanchan Prabha Didi. And the change and transformation that has come into my life is because of her. And the carry bags that I was carrying became gradually unloaded. I wasn't getting the answers to my questions, and for that reason I became very negative. So I went along with my wife and Kanchan Prabha Didi and had darshan of Gurudev. I come from the army. If I'm saying anything inappropriate, because I'm very straightforward in my speaking, so please forgive me. I paid my Dandavat Pranams to Gurudev, and I felt like So between 1978 and 2001, I felt like I had received all the fruits of the burden that I was carrying on my back. Gurudev did not say a word. He did not say anything. He gave me Harinam. He gave me a chanting beads, and he put his head on my hand. I felt a current going through my body at that time. I felt like all my questions would be answered today at this time. Gurudev told me to do 16 rounds, but I started to do much more than that. And Kanchaprabha Didi advised that I should listen to Harikatha on a regular basis, and that's how I would become purified. After I took Harinam, I changed a lot. I can't explain. And then after 4 or 5 months, I took Diksha. When Vishnudat Prabhu did the first Bhagavatam, it was the first time that I saw how Gurudev performs his activities, how he laughs, etc. And when I went to Gurudev's room, he asked me one question. He asked me, what did I listen in the Harikatha? He said, I didn't listen to anything. The only thing I did was look at you. And Gurudev started to laugh, and he put his hand on my head. And my questions were gradually all being answered in that Srimad Bhagavatam. The person who has been waiting for so long for his answers, I received my answers in a couple of days. I have experienced in this material world. If you say namaste to anyone, it will be transactional. But in the spiritual world, there is no business, there is no transaction. When you say Hare Krishna to someone, first of all, that person gives you so much before, and then they say Hare Krishna to you afterwards. All my questions were answered, 50% of my questions were answered in the Srimad Bhagavatam. I want to offer my Dandavat Pranams to all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas, and I want to say with confidence that there is no one as fortunate as me in this world. Because slowly all my negativity has gone away. And now I'm very happy. Perhaps there's no one as happy as me. I have no worries for my physical body, wealth, etc. The happinesses that Gurudev has given me are transcendental. I have full confidence on Gurudev. Gurudev is constantly showering mercy upon me. And once Gurudev has gone, he will continue to shower his mercy upon me. I haven't seen Radha Raman. I haven't seen Krishna. I haven't seen Radha Rani. I haven't seen Lalita or Visakha Sakhi. And the people that I used to the demigods which I used to worship before 2021, I haven't had the opportunity to have their darshan as well. I'm very happy to get all the answers that I was waiting for, and I haven't got many words to describe my experiences. I am very happy to attain such a Vaishnava family, and I offer my Dandavata pranams in everyone's feet. So you have explained very beautifully about Gurudev, and you have an immovable loyalty towards Gurudev. We offer pranam to your nishta, and hopefully this can also come into our hearts. We have to keep this type of enthusiasm in all stages of our bhakti. And because of this enthusiasm, we will have the opportunity to serve in various other ways. You have so beautiful nishtha for Gurudev, and it's so intense. How should Gurudev be? Gurudev should be one who gets rid of all our doubts. The symptoms of Gurudev is that he should be expert in Shastra. So he is able to dispel all our doubts. And Srila Gurudev dispelled 50% of your doubts in 50% of your doubts in 7 days. This glorifies how great our Gurudev is. We don't know God, but we know Guru who does know God. Gurudev is not getting us to serve him. He is showing us how to serve the Supreme Lord. And he is trying to make us qualified. You very nicely explained the glorification of Gurudev. Thank you very much. Now, Abhinandan Das Prabhu will speak. Please tell us about the glories of Gurudev and how you met Gurudev. First of all, I offer my Dandot Pranam to everyone. I am very new in Bhakti and I am having to learn so much. I was sitting downstairs on the counter of the shop, but my sister-in-law called me up to speak. I was waiting for my turn, and then I was thinking, what should I speak or what I should not speak? I don't know so much, but from my experience I have seen, my life, before meeting Gurudev, my life was going in a phase where I was just completely ruining myself. I met Gurudev many times, but I used to go in Bhagavatam to listen to him, and in Kirtan, I always had a inclination to go to the temple, but my life was not on track. How it would come on track, I did not know anything. I knew that the saturation point of my activities would come very soon. We are a family, my sister-in-law, my brother, my brother-in-law. I didn't know anything about Harinam, etc. I didn't even know the difference between Gaudiya Math and ISKCON. But slowly, I understood what is Harinam and its glories. But as a teenager, as a typical teenager, I was just going along in life, not looking forward, not looking backwards. And the type of association I had at that time, it didn't seem like I would make any kind of change in my life. but my life had got really bad. So once I went in Shrimad Bhagavatam with my brother and sister-in-law, and my daughter-in-law, sister-in-law said, "Let me reintroduce you to Gurudev." Be it that I was taking alcohol, onion, or any other such things. I haven't seen such grace in my life before. I was like completely demonic. I had completely ruined my life. How could such a person change himself in one day? He gave me the name Abhinandan Krishna Das. He told me to do 2 rounds in the morning and 2 rounds in the evening. And he said, don't eat onion and garlic from today. And I was thinking, okay, Gurudev has spoken this, but we will see until the evening whether I will be able to keep this promise or not. When I left from the Bhagavatam Katha, and I took blessings from Gurudev, and after taking prasad, we came back home. They said to me, my brother and sister-in-law said to me, just do it and see what happens. I used to have so much stress. Oh, there's so much things to do. I have to make a payment for this. I have to do this work. And by the evening, there was so much pressure. But I knew I thought, okay, it's a bad habit to have onion and garlic, so I will leave it straight away. So that day when I went home, I had my japamala in my hand. Believe me or not, I had no interest in going to parties or eating wrong foods, etc. No one would have thought I was a person who could give up onion and garlic, meat and drink. People ask me if I've taken sannyas. He said, I have not taken sannyas in my life, but I have improved my life by the mercy of Gurudev. I've been given this path in life by Gurudev, and now I'm walking it. That bad habit just went instantaneously, and it's just such a miracle. I didn't even have confidence in myself that I could leave all these bad habits instantaneously. In the past, I have even been beaten by elders and everything, but I never changed my life. But by Gurudev's mercy, everything changed. Since I took Harinam, no one is eating onion and garlic in my house. I know how to do a little bit of Harinam, and I have the opportunity to learn a little bit of about Bhakti and Bhajan. And while I'm working, I'm listening to Harikatha. This this is such a big deal in my life. No one would actually say, would ever say or bet that I would improve my life. I don't care who comes in out of my life, that's fine. But now people are saying that when people are coming close to me, that we hope that we can enter into a Harinam one day, and we can experience the bliss of bhakti as well. When you see Gurudev, it seems like he knows the Srimad Bhagavatam completely. He has given me unlimited mercy I cannot describe. I still cannot believe it till this day. I need to focus on the teachings of Gurudev and have discipline in doing Harinam. This is the most important thing to me now. I got this blessing from Gurudev without even wanting it. It's when I don't come to lectures or I don't go into Bhagavatam, he always says to my brother or my sister-in-law to take some prasad for me. He is giving so much love and affection. I feel like you are all very advanced than me in bhakti, but I'm learning from you all how to advance in my spiritual life. And as a baby, I'm slowly climbing step by step. Everything in my life changed. My health came back to normal, and everything else came back to normal. I was completely in enjoyment back then. I haven't even shared this with anyone else, but you all devotees understand the effect of Sadhguru. He takes you out of such a polluted and dirty place, like you never belong there. You all must be listening to Bhagavatam very attentively, but I feel in such awe and reverence when listening to Gurudev speaking Bhagavatam. I feel like, God Himself is speaking, and I'm just left there very. A couple of days ago, I was listening. I was a couple of days ago. I was remembering Gurudev so much, and then a person who had, you know, a complete likeness to Gurudev was walking towards me, and this goes to show how Gurudev appears in our life from time to time. To join ourselves in Hari Kirtan and with the Vaishnava family is such a fortunate thing. I used to say Vaishnava ki jai and similar things, but I didn't know what that meant back then. And the people who I used to say the glorification of back then are now have now come into my life. I'm grateful to my brother and to my sister-in-law to take me to Gurudev and ultimately to change my life. I hope the mercy of all the mercy of Vaishnavas is upon me, and the mercy of Gurudev should always be upon me as well. This is the first time I'm speaking. You have spoken everything that I wanted to say very beautifully. Thank you very much. What has happened with you is not made up. Whatever you have spoken is natural and without any kind of hypocrisy. The fact that you have taken Harinam is such special mercy upon you from Gurudev. Everyone has glorified Gurudev very beautifully. The glories of Gurudev are unlimited. We would like to thank Shyam Prabhu and Ramni Didi to make these Zoom sessions possible. We cannot understand Gurudev with our material intellect. Gurudev was once speaking, just as Krishna is. For his eyes, we describe his eyes like lotus. The analogy that we are giving is actually insufficient. So if we look at a lotus, in the day it blossoms and at night it closes up again. So how can we compare Krishna's eyes with a lotus? So the qualities of Krishna and Vaishnavas are transcendental. Srila Gurudev is a liberated being. We cannot compare his glories to anything material, otherwise we will commit offences. Who is Gurudev? Gurudev is the associate of Srimati Radhika himself. When Gopakumar met his Gurudev and he accepted mantra from his Gurudev, he gradually transcended all the worlds. In the same way, our Gurudev is the same. He is the messenger of Srimati Radhika. He is Srimati Radhika's associate. If we think he is just like ourselves, this will be such a great offense. He doesn't move like us, eat like us, sleep like us. He is completely unique. He is completely special. I am the disciple of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, but I had association of him, but I only had his association in my youth. But in that time, Gurudev had left this material world. And the only thing I used to pray to Gurudev at that time is that I have been orphaned now. And in the same way as Gopakumar, Gurudev said that mantra is like your mother and Harinam is like your father. When a father leaves his body in this material world, he leaves behind his wealth for his children. So, what did I want to inherit from my Gurudev when he left this planet? I didn't know what I wanted to inherit from him. And by that time, he had left this material world. And then Srila Bhaktivedanta Van Goswami Maharaj manifested in front of me. I used to have his darshan before, but because I had a language problem, I didn't understand English so well, I used to just, pay my obeisances and go. Then Ramani Didi inspired me to sit in Srila Gurudev's Katha and listen to him. So I slowly started to listen to all his Harikatha at that time. I realized that he never used or changed the message of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj in any way. I feel like his words are exactly the same as my Gurudev's words. I feel like when I see Srila Bhaktivedanta Van Goswami Maharaj, I am having direct darshan of my own Gurudev. He is not carrying any of his own Gurudev's physical possessions with him. What he has inherited from his Gurudev is his speech, his behavior, and other such transcendental qualities. I have been connected to my Shiksha Gurudev for 10 to 12 years now. In my Gurudev's time, I had seen how surrendered he was to his own Gurudev at that time. Srila Bhaktisanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada said back then that he wanted to accept a guru who was chanting the holy names 24 hours a day. And in the same way, I see with my Shiksha Gurudev how he is completely engaged 24 hours in the service of his Gurudev and in the service of Srimati Radhika.